Breaking news, courtesy of the Fighting the Kid subreddit. Courtesy of the Fighting the Kid subreddit. Breaking news, courtesy of the Fighting Kid subreddit. Somebody posted this recently, a couple of hours ago, and it's gone quite viral on the Reddit. Dream home already on Zillow. Tough look B. Edit, you can book a tour for this Sunday, 2022, sorry. This 22nd of February, so 2026 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Bapa's Forever Texas Family Compound is on Zillow already. I thought this was the planted roots era, the generational wealth arc. Turns out it was just another quick side quest. The photos are brutal. No staging, just a straight civilian footage of how they actually live. Giant cringe motivational wall art, random oversized couches that don't fit the space, and that we just discovered beige means rich aesthetic. Whole place looks like it just got furnished during a manic weekend after one decent ad read month. Money can't buy taste. Apparently it can't buy stability either. All of that talk about Austin freedom and building something permanent. Every move is always the plan. LA was the plan. Then Texas was the plan. Now selling a dream house is probably also the plan. Totally intentional, guys. Imagine being the realtor trying to crop out the ego decor, the influencer chaos. Some poor buyer is going to move in and find a closet full of unsold thick merch, framed selfies everywhere. Dream home era lasted shorter than a food truck. Tough look B. That's true. I didn't get the feeling when they bought that house that it was going to be a house that they were going to be moving from. That felt like the house they were going to be settling down in, maybe raise their kids in, maybe be able to have more kids in. You know what I mean? It felt like the kind of house they were going to really kind of grow old in, to be fair. And Brendan and his wife were talking very glowingly about their neighbors, right? The little community is kind of like a cul-de-sac. They live in a cul-de-sac behind the gate, but it's a real nice like little neighborhood from the views and the clips I've seen of them walking on the street. There's always loads of little kind of I guess you'd call them block parties or street parties happening. Brendan was really kind of, at first Brendan was, you know, because he's a bit antisocial in his own way. He's kind of weird around people. He's kind of probably has a bit some anxiety there. Maybe his anxiety is kind of in part due to the fucking homeless cats and feeling like everybody's out to kind of get him. But took him a while for him to warm up to the neighbors. And the neighbors were being pretty nice from what I can understand. They were inviting him to fucking barbecues and cookouts and fucking, have beers and watch the game. And eventually I think it culminated in Brendan finally getting comfortable when what happened recently? Was it New Year's Eve? I think it was New Year's Eve, the fireworks. He was talking really well about the fireworks night and how good that was. His wife recently organized some sort of like street family Olympic games thing that they did, that they kind of had a lot of fun in. Brendan was always talking very well about his sons and how much they've enjoyed it, and the fact that they play outside the whole time and ride their bikes around the area, and they've all made friends with kids. So it is kind of strange. It did come out of nowhere. It is kind of strange that they're moving house. Or they're selling this. I don't know if they of course if you're selling, you're moving, but I don't know what the deal. Are they leaving this house because the upkeep is too much and they can't afford it? Or are they moving to a bigger house? Do you know what I mean? Maybe they would never go and maybe this wasn't the place they're going to stay in forever. Maybe they're moving to a bigger house and the opportunity is too good to turn down, so they're having to move. I doubt it though, innit? Because I'm currently in the process of trying to move, and it's not the easiest thing to do, right? So I can only imagine how much difficult it's going to be when you've got a dog, when you've got 3 kids, you've got a mother-in-law, a father-in-law, all your possessions. I mean, it's a lot of work. So it's not something you do willy-nilly. So I'm assuming, I would imagine, if I were to guess, I'd imagine they're moving because they can't afford to live in that place at the moment. And maybe they're going to move to a smaller place. We'll find out anyway. Once they move, we'll find out. We'll have a good indication of what their financial level is like. But this is definitely an indication that the money maybe is not coming in as much as it did. But then I'm confused because I'm going to play a clip for you later where Brendan talks about how they've got a new studio now. So they're going to move out of that storage unit place, right? And they've got a studio. So maybe he's going to convert that storage unit place into an actual garage. I'm not too sure. Or maybe he's going to put his cars in that new studio space. But he did mention that Chin had found a new studio that they're going to move into. So it really doesn't make any sense. They're selling their house, but then they're moving into a new studio. So what does that mean? Does that mean that the house that they were living in was too expensive and they're now going to sell it and save money, moving into a smaller house, and the money saved is going to go into the new studio? Or are they moving into a bigger house? I don't know. Either way, it does seem a bit strange. A year in that they're moving already. It does seem a bit strange. And in case you're wondering what house they moved out of, this is the house, right? I'm pretty sure this is the house. I'm pretty sure this is the house. It's yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one, Lakeway, Texas, right? The value, so it's free. What is it? 3.1 million. It's a 3.1 million. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. It's 5,936 square feet. And what else it says? Set within the peninsula, a gated enclave of the Rough Hollow. The Bliss is a custom 2021 residence that balances refined designs and effortless livability. Positioned on just under the acre of the Lakeway, most desirable communities, this 5-bedroom, 5,600 plus square foot home was thoughtfully designed for both elevated entertaining and everyday living. Soaring ceilings with exposed wood trusses anchor the main living space, while the dramatic floor-to-ceiling stone fireplace creates a striking focal point. French oak floors, custom tile work, and expansive walls of windows filled the interior with natural light, creating a clean, timeless aesthetic. The kitchen is both beautiful and functional, featuring Thermador stainless steel appliances, double ovens, quartz surfaces, and a generous eat-in island designed for gathering. A butler's pantry enhances a flow. A butler's in pantry, makes of entertaining seamless. Privately positioned on the main level and primary suite. Yo, big up, A Martinez.
Guy could save so much using the house as a studio.
Yeah. Exactly, Abe Martinez. Exactly. There's more than enough space in there to convert one of the rooms into a studio, soundproof it properly, and just, exactly. And you could also probably, what's that thing called? You could that could be a write-off as well, isn't it? You could probably get some tax refund or something with it being with you running your business out of your home. You have such a good point there, But also, to be fair to him though, I'm the kind of person, when I finally get myself situated and I get myself on a good level and the channel's popping and shit, I want to have a studio. I could easily do my podcast forever and ever in my home, but I also would love the opportunity to go somewhere. I'd like the action of like going to a quote unquote workplace, because I feel like you lock in a bit more that way. Or don't get me wrong, I still lock in at home. It doesn't really matter where I do it, but I feel like there's something nice about leaving your house and kind of going to work, quote unquote, to do your content and then coming back home. So if you can afford it, so. But I think in their position, they've got more than enough room to do the podcast there if they wanted, but I guess it's different. What does it say here? Upstairs, secondary bedrooms feature ensuite baths. Each room has an ensuite bathroom. Wow. Is that true? Also on the main level are 2 dedicated office spaces, a guest suite, and an additional living area offering exceptional flexibility. Upstairs, secondary bedrooms feature ensuite baths, along with an expansive additional living space. Outdoors, a millennium pool anchors the private backyard, complemented by a covered outdoor living area, fireplace, and creating a peaceful setting for a year-round enjoyment. There's ensuite bathrooms in every room. Jesus Christ, that's lovely. Residents enjoy Rough Hollow's resort caliber amenities, including a marina on Lake Travis, pools, fitness facilities, trails, and parks, offering a lifestyle that is both elevated and effortless. Yeah, so if they're moving from here, it must be for a good reason, isn't it? Because this sounds like a really nice home. Yeah, this is definitely the house, because I remember the outside. This is definitely the place where Slow Joe was taking her pictures, for sure. It's beautiful on the outside, isn't it? Look at that. It's fucking gorgeous. The only thing I don't like too much is the garden. I gotta be honest. The only thing I don't really like, maybe it's just me, I don't like this design with this lawn and these little concrete slabs where you kind of meant to walk over. I don't like that. Either just make it grass or make it whole concrete. I don't like the half and half thing. If that's maybe me, maybe nitpicking, but I don't like this half and half thing. But everything else looks fucking brilliant. There's a barbecue area here with a grill, all covered area here, an outdoor dining table, big comfy couches that you can lie on as well. This is a lovely spot, man. It's a beautiful house. To be fair, it's a really fucking nice house. Massive dining room on the inside too. Oh, look, the dining table is connected to the kitchen island thing. That's pretty cool. I've not seen that before. Usually they're separate. Usually you have an island that has like stalls and then a separate thing. But that's a kind of a cool design. I quite like that. The kitchen island is like in one big dining table as well. That's pretty cool. Look at the beams as well. Super high ceilings, loads of natural light. That's the pantry there at the back, right? Yo, big up, casual.
I'd like to see Bappa Wings, and DSP rattling that tin cup on the street. It won't happen, I know.
Casual. It's not gonna happen. There's more chance with DSP. There's more chance of DSP going completely broke and rattling his tin cup on the street, because he's really fragile. Although DSP's done really well for himself, right? DSP makes 100 grand a year. He's been making that for like most of his streaming career, despite being incredibly unlikable, despite being a piece of shit, despite treating his fans like pure shit, despite being greedy, despite wasting the money, lying about the money that he raised, all this stuff. He's made consistently 100 grand a year. The only problem that he has two problems. One problem is that the majority of his money comes from like 2 or 3 whales. If 2 or 3 of those guys die or stop listening to him, he's fucked. The other problem he has as well, a lot of that money is dependent on him being on YouTube. It's one thing he got banned from Twitch, but if he ever was to get demonetized from YouTube, he'd be fucked. Because there's no way he can make up that money on fucking Kick. Because he gets a lot of money from like AdSense as well, because of the amount of money the amount of views, videos he's made over the years. He gets a lot of what he likes to say residual income from YouTube as well. So if DSP ever was to lose his monetization on YouTube, he'd be fucked. But Brendan is never going to go broke. Anybody wishing for Brendan to be on the street with his tin cup, never happening. Number one, he has a rich dad. Number two, he started podcasting early enough where he's going to always be good. Like, you see it with the ads, right? The show is pretty shit. TFATK, they still get pretty decent ads. They get that because of how long they've been around. I don't think any of the companies that advertise on TFATK get their money back or get anything from the advertisements. They just do it because, it's a legacy brand and they kind of grandfathered in. So they're going to be fine. He's always going to get ads. So, and the ads pay them more than YouTube views get. So they're fine that way. Brendan's got a rich dad that can bail him out. And he's also friends with Rogan. Rogan, I think would not ever let Brendan get to a point where he's begging on the street with a tin cup. He wouldn't ever let him get there. So Brendan is never going to get a regular job. He's never going to be broke. So anybody wishing for that, you're wishing on a star. Just enjoy the shit show, point and laugh, but wishing for him to be completely desolate is never going to happen. Never, ever, ever, ever going to happen. That's one of the good things about starting things early. That's why I kind of regret I didn't start this stuff earlier. When you start things early, sometimes you become successful just because you're the only one that just stayed around. You didn't ever go. Like Wings of Redemption is a good example. Wings of Redemption still like doing his thing, mostly because he just started streaming at such an early point that people just by habit are just watching you because you've just been around since forever type of thing. There's people that have been watching DSPs from when they were in fucking high school, and they're probably working now. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, big up Casual. Let me continue. It's a beautiful house though, isn't it? It's a gorgeous house, man. Say what you want about Papa, but the house is fucking splendid. The house is fucking splendid. Look at the view. Look at the view from the living room. You can literally watch the TV and watch your kids play in the pool from there. Obviously not advisable, but you can literally be watching and keeping an eye on your kids as you're watching the TV there. Fucking gorgeous. Is there another TV on the outside there? There is, right? Look at that. Wow. It's a really nice crib. That's where it's at. That's where it's located. It's actually a really good location as well. It's on like the middle island. Whoa, oh my god. So all of their neighbors see Slojo when she does those videos and stuff outside. All those skits that Slojo does, all the neighbors see in it. Look, their house is right in the middle of the island, of the little cul-de-sac. So it's in view of, they've got 360 views of the neighbors, but the neighbors also got 360 views of them. So everybody sees when Brendan pulls up in these loud trucks, and everybody sees Slojo when she does those horrible fucking skits. Horrendous. It's a beautiful crib though. Look at big red door. What do you guys think in the stream chat? Do you guys like it or not? Am I glazing this crib too much, or is it not good? I smell Papa taking a fight again. Texas has crazy property taxes. Owning a home in Texas is not as cheap as some people think. So educate me. Actually, you know what? Let me ask Gemini. How much? No, so just go Gemini. Does it cost to own a home in Austin, Texas? What's it saying here? What they're saying, what they're saying, what they're saying. Owning a home in Texas has become a more balanced experience in 2026 compared to a friend of a few years ago. While prices are corrected significantly from 2022's peaks, Austin remains the most expensive, major city in Texas, metro in Texas. Purchase price. Austin correction has settled with the market currently favoring buyers. The median sale price is approximately $438,000 to $444,000. Average sale price is $560,000. Mortgage rates are currently down between 6.0 and 6.5. Monthly P&I for a median price of a $440,000 home is 20% down at 6.5%. Your principal interest is roughly $2,225 a month. The Texas tax, property tax. Texas has no state income tax, so it makes up for it with high property taxes. Austin rates are among the highest in the state. Whoa. Effective typically 1.7 to 2.2. Annual bill for a 440,000 home. Expect to, oh my god, Texas is crazy. For a 440,000 home, expect to pay between 8,500 to 9,700 per year, or 750 to 800 per month in property tax. Insurance and utilities. Homeowners insurance. The average premium of Austin is between $2,400. However, recent spikes in the storm activity have pushed some newer quotes closer to oh my fucking god. So property tax, Texas tax, and home insurance, you're already paying 10 grand a year. In taxes, in property tax and home insurance, it's nearly 10 grand a year. Oh my god. Maintenance and HOA. Maintenance, a good rule of thumb is 1% rule. For a medium Austin home, that's 4 grand a year. So you're paying 15 grand a year for maintenance and HOA fees, maintenance, property tax, and fucking, what else is here? And homeowners insurance. 15 grand. Maintenance, house HOA fees, common in suburban master plan communities. These range from 50 to 150 a month, but high-end condos downtown can exceed 1 grand a month. Oh my. So basically you're paying 20 grand a month, roughly. Let's say 20 grand a month, 20,000 a month in fees for your house that you paid for in cash. Owning a home is so gay, isn't it? Owning a home is so gay. You buy a home and you think you can stop renting, but you don't stop renting. You're kind of paying rent in a way, isn't it? Because you own the house, you bought it in cash, but you're still paying fees. Like, I don't understand that. Like, if I buy a house in cash and I got the money, now wire the fucking realtor 400,000, 3.1 million. That's my home. The only thing I should be paying for are the fucking bills. Do you know what I mean? Like the bills of the home, the fucking electricity, the whatever else it may be. I shouldn't be paying other fees. Like, why am I paying these fees? What the fuck, bro? That's like 20 grand a month. Estimated monthly ownership. For 4,500, for 400,040 home, for 440,000 home, with 20% down, the mortgage is going to be 2,000, property tax is 780, home insurance is $220, utilities 400, maintenance fund is 365. Total monthly cost is 3 grand. So yeah, so for a 440,000 home, 3990 times 12, you're paying nearly 50 grand a year. And that's for a home that's 440,000. You're paying nearly 50 grand a year. Oh my god, brother. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Owning a home in Texas is no joke, man. Owning a home in Texas is no fucking joke. You're nearly paying 50 grand a year. Shit. Holy shit. It's a beautiful home though. It's a beautiful fucking home. It's a beautiful fucking home. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's a beautiful fucking home though. It's a really beautiful home. Wow, look at the bathroom.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up Casual, big up Casual. Appreciate you for the sub bomb. Big up Casual. 5-member bomber. Big up fucking Casual. You're a G. In Austin, refusing to pay your house fees is high stakes gamble. because Texas has some of the most aggressive collection laws in the country. The process moves quickly from late fees to potential loss of your home. Big up fucking, who said bye-bye? Big up casual, you're alright. If you don't pay your fees, your house goes bye-bye. If you stop paying property taxes, this is the most dangerous fee to skip. In Travis County, the government acts as a primary lien holder, meaning that they get paid before even your mortgage company. Wow, taxes are typically due on the 31st. On the February 1st, you are hit with an immediate... Taxes are due on the 31st. If you miss it by 1 day, you get hit with 6% penalty, 1% interest. The July jump. If you still haven't paid by July 1st, a collection attorney is usually brought in. This adds an additional penalty of 20% to cover legal fees. But this point, your bill has grown nearly 38% in 5 months. Foreclosure. Texas allows for a tax sale. The county can file a lawsuit, get a judgment, and sell your home at a public auction held the first Tuesday of every month at the courthouse. Oh my God. Texas don't play. Texas does not play. Redemption period. Unlike many states, Texas does offer a 2-year right of redemption for your primary residence. You can buy back your home from the auction winner, but you'll have to pay the price they paid plus a 25% penalty. So basically pay your fees. If you stop paying HOA fees, while HOA isn't government, the Texas law gives significant foreclosure power. Loss of privileges. Most Austin HOAs will immediately deactivate your key fobs for the pool, gym, and community gates. Could you imagine how embarrassing that is if you live in an affluent area? Could you imagine how embarrassing it is if you live in an affluent area and they fucking deactivate your fob? They deactivate your fob. Your kids can't go in the pool. Your kids can't go in the play area. You can't go through certain gates. Imagine if you fucking deactivate your fob if you don't pay. That's so sad. The HOA can place a lien on your property. This makes it impossible to sell the refinance your home. Foreclosure. In Texas, the HOA can actually the housing associate. So they got, no wonder you guys are so scared of the HOAs, isn't it? The housing associate. No wonder you guys are so scared of these motherfuckers. They can actually foreclose your house. A HOA can actually foreclose your home even if you are 100% current on your mortgage payments. Many HOAs use an expedited foreclosure process. Wow, no wonder they got so much power. Redemption, you typically have 180 days after the HOA foreclosure sale to buy a property back. If you stop paying your mortgage, of course, we know about the mortgage. Wow, I didn't know that was that serious, man. God damn. It's a beautiful home though, isn't it? I'd love to live there, bro. It's a fucking, look at the washing room. Is that the washing room or is that the kitchen? That's the kitchen, right? That's the kitchen. Fucking hell. It's a gorgeous place. It's a truly, oh, this is actually their place, isn't it? Yeah. It's got all their fucking bags here, isn't it? Rah, she's got a lot of Birkins. Fucking hell. She's got a lot of fucking Birkins, isn't it? 1, 2, what Hermes bags, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 Birkins I can see from my eyes here. 13 Birkin bags, you know? 13 Hermes bags. Why don't you sell the bags before you fucking sell the crib? Fucking hell. 13 bags. That looks like that's just her own walk-in wardrobe, you know? Where's Brendan's stuff? And I think that's that Balenciaga jacket, that famous Balenciaga jacket she's got like in snakeskin. Wow, this is definitely their crib. This is definitely their crib. Look at the office. Brendan probably hardly uses this, you know. Look at that. Look, you could easily do a podcast here. Look with all the posters. Oh yeah, this is definitely Brendan's office. Look at the wall. Look at the wall. He's got the cover for the magazine he was on. Jerseys here, paintings. That's definitely Brendan's. He probably hardly uses this, you know. Because I don't think Brendan knows how to use a computer. I don't think he even uses a laptop. So he probably hardly even uses this. Rotted. Oh look, Tiger Thick. People in the stream chat. Look, Tiger Thick bottles.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up a side of these.
Y'all
Appreciate
complaining about property tax? I told my landlord to raise the rent so I can grind harder. We not built the same.
Appreciate you. Exactly. Big up a side of these. But look, unsold bottles of Tiger Thick whiskey. Look, unsold bottles of Tiger Thick whiskey. That's where they are. That's where the unsold ones were. That's the last stock of Tiger Fig. Look right there. Wow. 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 God damn. Oh look, UFC gloves. I think there's these UFC gloves right there. Fucking hell, Brendan. They're selling the crib already. That's a beautiful office though. Look at all that light coming in. That's a beautiful. He probably never used that telescope. He's probably never once used that. Brendan's definitely someone that looks up at the sky. Brendan doesn't give me the vibe of somebody that's ever looked up and contemplated his existence, you know? Never, you know, contemplated what's out there, the stars, the galaxy, Milky Way, nothing. There's no way Brendan's ever contemplated space and the vastness of space, you know? No fucking way. But that's a beautiful office room, man. Such a cool room. Another office. Oh, this is where Slow Joe Minute is recorded. There's another office space.
Do you have a gun?
Wow, big up casual, big up casual.
I remember Michael Bisping talking about how cringe it is to put up pictures of himself in house. Papa has no problem, we see.
Yeah.
Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Papa loves actually. Papa absolutely loves having a picture on his wall of himself. Absolutely loves it. It's all covered in it. Wish we had another angle to see the other posters, but I think they're just what you'd expect. I think he's got a poster for You Be Surprised. He's got a Gringo Pappy poster. He's got a painting somebody gave him at a show. So yeah, he loves a good picture of himself. But yeah, this is the Slow Joe Minute. Big up casual, big up casual. This is the Slow Joe Minute set. Look at that exclusive views. Jojo Schaub. Rah, they're selling the crib already, you know. Didn't she recently do this? Wasn't this like a interior design project that she did? Remember? Oh yeah, remember. Do you guys remember Joanna had that fucking company? Remember she was like, hey guys, yeah, the rumors are true. She did some property, what is it, interior design company or something. Remember she was doing something with her dad and her brother or something. I don't think it lasted long, but that was like a big thing she announced on Instagram. Hey guys, yes, the rumors are true. I'm getting into properties. Like, what rumors? What are you talking about? But yeah, look at that, another room with a TV. Like this is a nice house, man. I wonder why they're selling it. They must be selling it because they can't afford it, I'm assuming, right? That's a kid's room, bunk beds, lovely room as well. That, I'm not mad at that one at all. Another ensuite bathroom. That's Billy's room, the girl, right? That's a nice little room. It's a cute room there. Another bathroom, ensuite, guest bedrooms. It's a beautiful house, man. Beautiful fucking house. Wow. So yeah, they are gone. No more Schaub house anymore. Those bottles are empty. Papa would have relapsed a sweet nectar, true. Maybe that's why Papa was so mad about his car and tried to blame it on Chin. We knew this was a reality. They're now accepting it. Papa may have to move to Fort Worth, true. Big up Young Old Vibes in here as well. Slow Joe got hit the coach stores, and coach stores are hilarious. If you don't pay your water bill, they will come and take your house. AZ, do you think that Schaub did this research? Of course not, WCK Glow. You know, why are you even asking such a silly question? He didn't even know, Brendan didn't even know they have like really bad winters over there in Texas. He didn't know nothing about the heat. He knew nothing about the cold. Zero. Oh, look, they're building another house across the road. Right, there's another house being built there. Look, laying the foundation for another home across the road. So I wonder why they're selling. I'm really curious of why they're selling. I wonder why they're selling. I really wonder why they're selling. What the comments saying on the Reddit? We shit on Papa everything, but let's not pretend this isn't a beautiful house. Of course, it's really, really beautiful. It's absolutely a beautiful home, and buying it in 2021, Papa likely will have some decent equity here. The market is declining, but still up from the timeline. The house could use a decorator to liven it up inside. Yo, big up, casual.
Maybe we won't see him rattling the tin cup, but I'd like to see him be neighbors with Chin in that neighborhood. Ego crushed.
Never happening. Someone like a Brendan, right? You have to remember. You guys have to remember. I don't think you guys were you guys not here when he bought the Ferrari? Brendan Schaub Ferrari. Do you guys not remember this whole debacle when Brendan bought a Ferrari? Oh shit, I've got it on my. I'm not gonna play it on my channel, of course. But there's a video. Let me see if I can find a video. There's a video where when he bought the Ferrari. Let me see. Someone might have it on Reddit. Did Brendan Schaub lie about having Ferrari S90? Remember the Ferrari that definitely bought it? Yeah. Brendan bought a Ferrari, bro. Brendan bought a Ferrari for the image. This is when he lost the Showtime deal, right? You'll forget, honestly, please, people in the stream chat, you need to remember who you're talking about. You need to remember who you're talking about. Brendan does everything for the image. He's very image conscious. He'd rather go broke having a certain image than actually look broke. He got fired from Showtime. This man got fired from Showtime, right? His contract didn't get renewed. Whichever way you want to put it. His contract didn't get renewed or he got fired. But anyway, he didn't stay at Showtime. I think my theory is that he bought this Ferrari as a kind of a get back to the people online that were saying he kind of, you know, got fired from Showtime. So he bought this car just to prove people on the internet wrong that he wasn't damn bad, that the firing from Showtime didn't affect him, that he's doing well for himself. All for the image. I personally think he did that all for the image. So if somebody is willing to, because think about it, when you get fired, you usually try and save money. When you get made redundant, you're trying to save money. You're trying to make what money you have left to stretch as long as possible before you start your new job, right? That's what usually normal people do. Brendan got fired. Brendan lost a paycheck and started buying more things just to save face. This guy is never going to live in the neighborhood that Chin lives. He's never going to reduce himself to living in an apartment. He'd never live in a bungalow. He's never going to not live in a McMansion. He's going to have a, maybe his next house won't be as big, but it will look the same. It will look very lavish. You know, it will be the same type of, you know, floor to ceiling fucking windows, natural light, big driveway, You'll see it. There's no way he's not going to have like a nice shiny house. No way. This guy cares too much about his image. But yeah, he bought a Ferrari after he got fired, man. You guys are not remembering. This guy bought a Ferrari after he got fucking fired. That's not normal. Normal people don't buy Ferraris when they get fired. They just consolidate, they save what they have and they go from there. This motherfucker bought a Ferrari when he got fired. He's not normal. He's not normal. Let me see. Anything else on there on the Friday? Cool. Actually, I want to see what is it? Let's see it. Austin Home Zillow. Yeah, let me see here. There's a post here from Joanna Schaub from time ago saying it's their dream home. Look at the caption. This is from 2025. So they've lived in it for less than a year. They've lived in that house for less than a year already. Our dream home in Texas is the most perfect location for our family. Had to come in and spice it up with a 12x9 custom center island, all new floors and new furniture. Redid the master bathroom. Many little things that made a huge difference. The home was built in 2022. However, the finishes weren't my own, so I had to do my thing. I couldn't have it done without it. My dad, my brother, and uncle who came in to do their magic and make it perfect. So Brendan didn't even work in his own house. I love it. Brendan hates fucking Latinas, he hates Latinos, he hates Hispanic people, but he had a whole Hispanic family working on his crib. That makes sense. Many more projects to come, but thank you to CC Conrem for the traveling to Texas to make it happen. You guys are the best. If you need any remodeling, construction or anything, take a look at them. So this is some pictures from when they first moved in 2025. That was, Joanna was describing it as their dream home. And now they're leaving. Yeah, this is it when it's empty. Fucking hell, Slow Joe. Fucking hell. Hide the fucking tetas, innit? Hide the fucking tetas, lady. But yeah. Dream home at one point. It was a dream home at one point. Brendan nowhere to be found, by the way. All this homework. Where's Brendan? Where's Brendan? All this remodeling.
1, 2, 3. Alright. Pick your end up, walk in.
Lovely island, isn't it? It's a beautiful island though. It's a beautiful kitchen island. I've honestly never seen one like that where it's that big. They're usually kind of like rectangular shape, innit? That's a lovely kitchen island. That square shape. You can loads of chairs around it. Like, it's fucking great. I love that. I wonder if that's like a boomer thing, loving kitchen islands or loving furniture in general. Is that a boomer thing? I don't know. Maybe I'm a boomer now. Who knows? That's gorgeous. Yeah. Fucking hell. At once it was a dream home, now no longer. Where's Brendan? No, Brendan didn't even do none of the remodeling of the home. Just Slow Joe and her brother and her dad. No papa. Fair play. Fair, yeah. There's the, yeah. See, look at the posters. Look at the posters on the wall. You got that. That's it. He put the new truck magazine cover here. Some painting somebody did for him. What's that? Is that UB Surprise? Yeah, UB Surprise poster. Mint for 100 poster. What's that? TFATK 3D picture thing. California 300, I don't know what the fuck that is. His jersey from his college days all wrinkled up in there. I don't know what that jersey is for. That one, I don't know who's. I guess there's another player, right? Austoit or Austoit. I think that's another player. But yeah, fuck. I wonder what Slojo thinks about it. Is she happy? Is Slojo happy about this? They're selling the house. Is she happy? Has she mentioned it? I love how they don't. You know, one thing that's really funny about these two, they don't really mention when they're down. They don't mention anything, innit? So they're selling this house. No one's mentioned this thing. Brenda's kept it close to his chest. Slojo hasn't said anything. Then they're gonna pop up at a new crib and pretend that nothing happened. Update from Slojo. I'm alive. Medication finally kicked in. I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you for all the messages. She always says that. And thank you for the messages. Still can't talk much, but my throat is so much better. Now 10 days left of meds, but I'm hoping I can make it to Florida. Okay.
You have a gun?
Yo, big up casual, big up casual.
Haha, called it AZ. The other angle shows the rest. Still no NFL jersey.
Still no cup of coffee. No NFL jersey. No cup of coffee. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Let's see. Open house. Yeah, you can view the open house on the February the 22nd if you want to. What else we've got here? Details. I want to see what's the price. Is there pictures of the price thing here? I want to see what it was listed for. There we go. Here we go. Right, price. God damn. Oh my god. Owning a home in America is no joke. Oh my god. Principal 2,500, interest 12 grand, property tax 5 grand, HOA fees 367, home insurance 1,118, monthly cost 22,000. Oh my god. Oh my god. God damn. Home values in the area. So what's the price? Has it gone up? Okay, cool. Tax history, purchase history. I want to see how much has it gone up from. Wanted, date of mortgage history. Fuck, man. Fuck. Okay, they're leaving. They are leaving. They are leaving. They are leaving. What are they saying here already? It says Papa didn't buy in 2021. I linked the county info, the property. It's defo theirs, and there's a transaction done on the 5th of the 25th. Fucking hell, people are getting up so many details here, isn't it? What's this? This is the transaction details for the crib. Wow. Fucking hell, look all the info you can find. I guess it's all publicly listed and shit, innit? So it has to be put there, but Jesus Christ. Okay. Going back to the thread, what else have we got in here? 7 baths, that's a lot of sinks to piss in. It's really a strange world that people can fail upwards infinitely. Exactly. He totally fucking. This is somebody with casuals energy. This is someone with casuals energy. It really is a strange world that some people can fail upwards infinitely. He totally fucking sucks, but that house is 100% nicer than any home I've ever had in my life. Time to another truck flip, Papa. Exactly. That's the thing. That's the sad reality of life, isn't it? Sometimes the worst people in the world have the nicest things. We got Jet Donny Jr. His house is more expensive than Brian's. Yes, regular people sometimes have to hustle and get 2 jobs to get a home. Fuck. I'm about to pull up. Cost of living is out of control. Yeah, so super. Like, again, I think this is based on if you just mortgage it, right? If you don't buy it outright, I'm sure. But that's a crazy fee to pay straight away anyway. It doesn't matter. 22,000, you know. Shit. The living room view in the backyard is insane. Nice crib, but the 99% of all UFC fighters, past and present. That's a real brutal reality. Brendan probably lives better than most champions. Think about that. Brendan Shaw probably lives better than most fucking UFC champions, past or present. That's brutal. And he was a dog shit UFC fighter. Imagine that. He probably lives better than most UFC fighters, past or present. Brutal. Yes, people saying his house isn't beautiful are coping so hard. Like, what the fuck? Increase it 250k today. Market shaky. Rates up. Buyer ghosting. The papa said double it. Bro's roasting the fucking house. As someone who just went through the home buying process, this looks completely normal. Radar to photos. Nice house. Perfect papa. Buy high, sell low. Business shark. Is there a possibility that he bought it to resell it anyway? People in the stream chat, let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think maybe he bought it with the specific need of like doing it up and then selling it on and then buying another house that maybe is a bit cheaper? Because I don't know how much can we view homes in the area. This is homes.com, right? Is there a way to view homes in that area? Lakeway. Yeah, I want to see homes in Lakeway. Was it 5 bedrooms I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for somewhere with 5 bedrooms in Lakeway. Let me see what I can find here. Well, can you do that? Can you show me? Yeah, I want a place with 5 bedrooms and 5 baths in Lakeway, please. Cool. Let's see what's available. So you can get a similar property to what Brendan's got for 2 mil. That's quite good, isn't it? That's you save a mil from what Brendan has. This is 2 mil. What do you think in the stream chat? This is 2 mil. Oh, look at that driveway. This is such an American house. Such American architecture. Wow, look at that pool and that outdoor area as well. Wow, that's beautiful. This is 2 mil. So you can save a mil if you sell the one that you have and you get one of these. This rotted. Look at all the pillars and shit. Oh, look at the office. Beautiful, beautiful crib. I actually love the flooring too. I actually love this tile flooring. This is definitely something that interests me. That flooring interests me greatly. That interests me greatly, that flooring. This is 2 mil. Oh, I actually prefer this kitchen too, by the way. I actually prefer this like these brown kitchen cabinets. I think this is better than the white one. This looks more lived in. This looks more like this looks more homely. The other house looks a bit more like a showroom. This looks a bit more, that looks more like an Airbnb. This looks like a home. I quite like the brown. I'm not gonna lie. I quite like the brown. Yo, big up Casual.
I'd be happy if he wasn't a see you next Tuesday.
Big up Casual. Big up Casual. Yeah. Cannon cost 20 and my papa's dad's a billionaire yet. You think so? No, I don't think Papa's dad's a billionaire. I think maybe he's a millionaire. I don't think he's a billionaire though. I don't think he's a billionaire. I think he's a billionaire. Wow, really nice. So that's 2 mil, right? That's 2 mil. Let's see another crib with the 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. You got one here for 4 mil, another one for 2. So maybe, is it possible? People in the stream chat, am I giving Brendan too much grace? Is it possible that he bought this house to sell, to do up and to resell, and to flip? Sorry, to buy to flip, and then he's gonna move into another house that's got the same kind of, you know, things layout, but it's much cheaper. Like, look at this one. This is 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, similar sort of square footage, and it's only 1.9 mil. You know, look at this one. This is 1.9 mil. He could save 2 mil on this one. Not bad, isn't it? Look, maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's not down bad. Maybe he's selling it to sell, to make some money, and then, to be fair, this was more like an influencer house. You wouldn't really want kids in here. But this is only 1 mil. It's not furnished, of course, so you have to do everything up yourself. That'll cost a bit of money, but it's possible. It's possible that he could have bought the house to do it up and sell. Maybe. What do you guys think in the stream chat? Am I giving it too much grace? It's possible. The Elephant Graveyard. I know you're watching this stream. Please give us 8-hour Rogan episode Masterclass. It's hilarious. Big up Elephant Graveyard if you're watching. You're a fucking G. Bear with me a second here as I quickly do this. Bear with me a second. Bear with me a second here. But yeah, cool. Brendan is leaving this Austin abode. He's leaving. What else is going on here? He leaving Texas already. Probably can't afford the property taxes and needs to downscale. Either that or no one in the neighborhood likes him. He's leaving. Yeah, 60k in property taxes. Wow, that's more than Chin's whole salary. Property taxes were between 88k and £2.23 on that place. That's no joke. Yeah, Jesus Christ. What? How do they see the property taxes? Where do they see that? 88K. Where do they see this? Property invite taxes. Where the fuck do they see that? Taxes. Jesus. It says it right there. I missed it. Fucking hell. It says it right there. Estimated annual taxes 67 grand. That's a good point. That's probably more than what Chin gets paid. That's probably more than what Chin gets paid. They spend on taxes. God almighty. God almighty, bro. HOA fees 367. Fucking hell. Owning a home in America is no fucking joke. Which state has the lowest property? Listen, what's that? Which state has the lowest what's that? Property taxes? Let's see. Let's find out here. Big up Gemini. Let's see. Which state has lowest property taxes? Let's see what Gemini says. If you're looking for lowest property tax 2026, the answer depends on whether you care about the percentage rate, sticker price, and actual dollar amount. Lowest effective rate is Hawaii at 0.27%. But obviously, you also can't get homes there easily, can you? The catch, while the rate is tiny, Hawaii is some of the most expensive real estate in the country, and you might only pay 0.7, but on a 850 medium price home, that's about $2,000 a year. The lowest out-of-pocket bill is Alabama and West Virginia. Does anybody in the stream chat live in Alabama or West Virginia? Is that a nice area? What are you guys telling me in the stream chat? Is Alabama or West Virginia a nice area? If you want smallest possible check to write every year, these states are the winners. Alabama with an effective rate of 0.38%. Many homeowners pay less than $1,100 per year. Brilliant. That's more reasonable. West Virginia, while this rate is higher than Alabama's, 0.52, its home prices are among the lowest in the nation. Tax bill is $900 per year. I'm generally curious to see how he affords his nut. The vehicles, the kids, the wife, the frim. Yeah, see, that's what I've always wondered too, by the way. And I'm glad I'm not the only person that's wondered this, because I don't know, maybe it's because of age. You start to wonder how people are affording what they're affording. My theory is thus. My theory is that most likely Brendan affords everything he can afford because we underappreciate how much money he makes from ads, or how much money podcast ads make anyway, or how much, you get what I mean. I think we underestimate. I think most of us just look at the TFATK views and we think, oh my god, 14,000, 20,000, 30,000 isn't enough to afford the lifestyle that he has. But what we mistake is that he makes, or TFATK makes, more money from ads than it does from AdSense. They make more money from ads that they say throughout the show than they make from whatever they get from YouTube or Google. In my personal opinion, we really underestimate it. It's a lot of money. It might be, I would go as far as saying that as maybe every ad that they read on their pod is between like 10 to 30 grand. Do you know what I mean? 10 to 30 grand that they're making probably per year as well on each ad that they're reading out. So it's a lot of money. I don't believe, what do you guys think in the stream chat? I don't believe this theory that people have that his dad is paying for everything. I don't believe that. I don't believe his dad has enough money to pay for his son and to support his whole family. He's got, you know what I mean? I don't think that makes sense. I don't think his dad is paying for, if anything, I think maybe Brendan's dad is covering the school fees, because grandparents like doing that anyway. Most likely Brendan's dad is covering the school fees. That takes a huge part out of the money. So Brendan's dad pays for the school fees, make sure they got the books they need, all that shit is all covered. And then obviously Brendan just has to look after basically himself and his wife in a way. And that's more than enough with the podcast shit. But then the cars is where it kind of starts to make no sense, really. Like, are all the cars on finance? That's where I'm a bit skeptical. All those cars that he has, are they all on finance? Because he has like what, like 5 cars? The fucking green Dodge, the Jeep Discovery, or whatever that one is that Chin was driving for a bit. The truck that he always gets rewrapped a lot. And then I think there's another F50. So I think he might have 4 cars in total. Are they all leased, you think? Big up Gamebrew. Gamebrew said, hey, every car is leased. Okay, cool. So he hasn't bought anything. It's a hard one to work out, man. It's a hard one to work out because he does have a lot of things, isn't it? He does have a lot of things.
Think fast, I'm a random girl.
Let's check it. He does have a lot of stuff. It's a hard one to figure out, to be honest. So there's more questions coming as well. He's recording a show there. We've done already. There's a lot of stuff in it. A lot of things this man owns. Going on a run with my husband. Him, are you running or speed, man? Or speed? Okay, cool. I don't care. What's this about? Him, we're running. Okay. But yeah, he does own a lot of stuff in it. He does own a lot of stuff. Like this is one of the trucks that he gets wrapped all the time. This is a new. Is it a new truck or is it a truck he got wrapped differently? I don't know. I think it's just the same truck, but it's just been wrapped differently, isn't it? It's just a F1 Ford F-150. No, people in the stream chat, don't let me know. Isn't it just a Ford F-150 that he's just wrapped to make it look like a vintage one? Or am I bugging out? He's put bigger wheels on it and shit, and maybe lifted it, but isn't it just a regular Ford F-150? There's that. Where's the other card? What's this? This is a giveaway one. Just dropped the complete breakdown on Patreon. Yo, big up a casual.
Bappa went from Ferrari to Dodge. Suspect. Eyes emoji.
Very, 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 very suspect. Now we know anyway. Where's his lightning? I don't know. Good point. Where is the lightning? Very, very good point. Oh yeah, he bought those cars recently too, didn't he? Yeah. Oh, yes, there's a lot of money in it. Where the fuck did they make? That's a good point. That's a good question on the stream in the Reddit. How does he? Where is all this money? Like, where does this money come from? Remember, he bought these buggy things, isn't it, to travel around the area. He bought those. I forgot the brand. It's a particular brand of buggies. I think we looked at it one time when we were on the stream. He bought these new buggy things. So he's got those cars. He's got the buggy things. Like, how the fuck do they afford all this? She's got 70. Oh look, she's got this. She's got a Range Rover in it, right? That's a Range Rover tail light. No, I'm mistaken. That's a lime green Range Rover tail light. That's definitely a Range Rover, right? Range Rover Sport, I think. I recognize that tail light. That's a lot of fucking money, man. Like, even if it's leased, that's a lot. That's like, it's what, a minimum lease for a Range Rover is what, $500, $800 a month? That adds up, man. That's a lot of fucking money. God damn.
You have a gun?
Yo, big up.
Owl Kibby Tech Buggies B.
Okay. Kibby Tech buggies. Kibby Tech suspension on the buggies as well. Actually, he doesn't talk about Kibby Tech as much as mine, does he? He doesn't actually talk about Kibby Tech a lot. But yeah, so many cars. That's the one that Chin drove, right? That's the one that Chin drove. Yeah, see, look, that's the lime green car there. That's the lime green. That's the Dodge. He still has that one. That what's it called again? What's that one at the top called again? I forgot what that one on the top is called. Is it a Hellcat? Is it a Hellcat, right? Is that a Hellcat? Am I mistaken? Is that a Hellcat? What's that one at the top? I gather the G-Wagon. Yeah, the G-Wagon is definitely gone. The G-Wagon is definitely gone. That was gone a long time ago. So now Slojo has the green Range Rover Sport. She has that green. Okay, it's a Demon 170. Okay, oh, Demon 170. So he has this Jeep, the Demon 170, and what else? This man either makes a lot of money or wastes a lot of money. I don't know which one it is. Does he make a lot of money or does he just waste a lot of money? Because when you think about it, he has a lot of stuff in it. He lives like a fucking retired football player.
This is the new rig. It's an F350 with a 7.3 Godzilla.
Oh, it's an F350. So what's the difference between that? What's the difference between Ford 350 and is it F350, right? Is one bigger than the other or something? Is that what? Ford F-150 is a light duty versatile pickup designed for daily use. The F350 is a heavy duty one. Okay, cool. That's what it is. So one's bigger than the other. What does it look like kind of at the front? Is that one? Oh, is that the one that's got 4 doors or something, right? Okay, cool. So the 350 has this kind of like 4-door design, I'm assuming, no? I think so. That's the difference between the 350 and the 450, and it's also a bit higher, it looks like there, right? Okay, cool.
And it has the standard factory OEM intake, and I can't have that. We're gonna be doing
Yeah, pick up people in the stream chat. Let me know. Big up Coiler. There's no way the podcast affords all this. So what's affording this? Give me your theories in the stream chat. What's affording all this? Let me know. I'm so curious now. I'm intrigued. What do you guys think? What's affording this? Do you think Daddy's paying for all of this? Is like, do you believe Gamebred Footballer and everything is rented? Everything is leased? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how is he affording all of this? 3 kids, a wife that loves Birkins and Balenciaga, like, you know, all the other stuff that Brendan does. It's a lot of that's a lot of money monthly. Chin's salary. Like, how the fuck is he affording all of this?
a bunch of other stuff to this 7.3. We got to start with intake. And everybody knows you had an intake, automatically adds 100 horsepower, just like we thought in high school. So my friends at Real Truck.
Oh, big up Teju. Okay, cool. Sorry, my bad. They all have 4 doors. Okay, cool. They all have 4 doors. My bad, my bad. Big up Coiler. Where is XJ? Does he hang upside down near the barrage with the bats? Chill. Coiler, you need to chill. Coiler, chill. Big up Gamebred. There has to be some sort of VAT tax write-off. There has to be something, brother. Something.
Offer this SMB intake for the 7.3. So your boy's going to install that on this. And it's hot as hell. And it's humid. So let's see how it goes.
Cool. Don't know how he affords it, but he does afford it. I don't know how he affords it, but he does afford it. That's the neighbors, right?
Let's go! Let's go, baby!
Looks like a fun area, isn't it? It's a shame they're leaving, isn't it? Looks like a fun little neighboring area. I wonder why they're leaving.
I'll hang out over here in case we gotta jump behind something. Hey, get high too, get high.
Okay, cool. But yeah, loads of money, man. They go to fucking baseball games and shit all the time. The kids don't look like they're starving. The kids have got the Yeezys on, the latest Adidas's. Like, how the fuck are they affording all this shit? She's got 13 Birkin bags in the fucking room. Hummer. Right. Has he sold? By the way, has he sold this one? I've not seen this in a while. Has this been sold? I've not heard him talk about a Hummer in a while. Has this been? Maybe he sold this. Has this been sold? I've not heard him speak about this one in a while.
You want to go? Yo, it sounds so sick bouncing off the wall over there. Guess we're not gonna leave without ripping some donuts first. The first burn I've done in this thing.
Fuck, that was sick,
yeah.
dude.
Hell yeah.
The control he has is fucking.
This thing works.
Fuck, dude.
Sounds so good.
Bro. Shoes on, bro. Well, I couldn't drive in the boots, man.
Did you get socks?
I am. These are OG hooligans, you know.
Fair play. Fair fucking play. Oof. Nice. Don't know how this motherfucker affords it, but somehow he does afford it. Oh yeah, that was a truck that he got his. Oh no, that's his what? Brother-in-law's truck, isn't it? Right? That's a truck. Remember he fucked this up. Remember how he fucked this up? This is so bad.
What's up, guys? It's a special Friday here because I told my brother-in-law Steven I would hook his Bronco up before I leave for Austin. I'm headed there very soon. So today is the day. I reached out to my friends at Real Truck. Said, yo, here's my idea. What do you think? They sent me a bunch of parts. He thinks I'm changing his oil. So I have exactly about 6 hours to knock this out and change this 2022 Bronco to a badass Bronco. Let's get to work. Shout out to Real Truck. What's up, guys? It's a special Friday here.
Look at I remember the final result was pretty horrible. The actual truck itself looks really nice, right? I think it looks pretty cool, this new Bronco. And I think when he finished it, it was horrendous. Look at the finished product. Look at it. So ugly, man. So fucking ugly.
Alright, fam, your boy's done. Start at 8 a.m. Never said I was fast. I did my best. It was pretty badass. Shout out to Real Truck. Havoc hooked this up. The Baja bumper. Put in 4 rigid LP7 lights. The white to match the white up top. This is all custom fab. This is supposed to be a wench here. So there's a lot of space. So I filled in with the lights, which I think he'll dig. Those are 37 Toyos with the Innovates. I did that a hot second ago, and I did a 2-inch body lift. Tube doors, also from Havoc.
Horrendous.
Rear gets pretty funky too. You got the Havoc rear Baja bumper, the Havoc rear delete spare tire. He's in for a rude awakening though, because I didn't do the wiring. It's above my pay grade. I don't know how to wire, but I set it all up so someone's gonna do that. But he has the rear delete tire, spare tire there.
Surely wiring is one of the easiest things to do on car modding and shit. It's not that difficult. It's above my pay grade, you know.
All the cameras are set up. He just has to do the wiring.
Horrendous mod. Anyway, Brendan somehow affords what he can afford. We'll do another pocket watching section another time. But yeah, I'm intrigued, man. I'm truly intrigued how he's able to afford all this. I really, really am. Fishbowl house blows my mind that people will pay millions for these houses so close together. The nursery is so devoid of color. Anyone going to mention that no one in their right mind would photograph real Birkins out in the open in public listing like that? Has he been toting around fake Birkins? True. I wonder if they're fake. Maybe they're fake. I think he's banking on Joe buying him a house he offered like Joey Diaz. Doctor Experiment isn't working. Everyone here ball washing Brent for how nice his house is should be directing it to Rogan. Without Joe Rogan's push fan base, there's no chance the Schaubs could afford this lifestyle. Thanks Joe for ruining comedy and platforming these dipshits. Really nice house actually, but property taxes are absolute nightmare in Austin. It's too bad for the kids that the parents are idiots. Looks like you can get a real nice house of 400k in a few towns away. What do you think of this home? The school ratings on that house? Fuck yeah, dude. Fence, a backyard, pool. What's this one? 400k. What's this? What's this 400k house? Oh wow, it is quite nice, isn't it? Shit, 4 bedrooms. This is in another town though. Where's this? Shadows Creek, Manor, Texas. Wow, it's really nice as well. Y'all got some nice houses over there in America, but it's too small for him. This is way too modest. This is not enough for the Schaubs. The Schaubs need a fucking Bel Air fucking crazy mansion house. This is too modest. This is too poor for the Schaubs. This is too small, too modest, too poor for the Schaubs. They couldn't live somewhere like this. This is too modest, too small. They need everything super big, you know? Super big, super high, super rich. But this is a beautiful house as well. Y'all niggas have some nice houses, man. You just gotta put up with this racism. You gotta put up with the guns and shit. You know what I mean? You gotta put up with the property taxes. But y'all niggas, if you make some good money, you can live very well in America, man. You can live very fucking well. Wow, look at that fence garden, pool area, covered area to barbecue in, which comes as standard I think in most houses in America, it seems like. Nice bathroom, guest room, like offices, loads of space. Wow, 400,000, you know, 400,000. Shit, not bad. 4 bed, 3 bathrooms, not fucking bad. He would be way better off if he would be way better to have rented. The much hyped tax advantage of Texas disappear when you look at the property taxes. Income low, property tax high, government gonna get her money. How are the photos? Brutal. Cool. Coolly. Oh, let's continue on. Brendan's moving out of that crib sometime soon. The Austin experiment looks like it's failing. I'm curious to see how this ends. Does this mean they're selling it for profit? Is he flipping this house? Because I think he paid less than two. I don't think he paid 3.195. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he might have paid somewhere around 2. So I'm wondering, is Brendan selling his house? Is Brendan selling his house because he wants to flip it and make some money, and then and then buy a place for 2 mil with the same kind of square footage and be living nice that way? Or is the Texas experiment failing, TFATK is failing, and they have to really start to downgrade their lifestyles in order to fit their actual budget that they have? I'm curious, but we'll find out soon. We'll find out very, very soon. We'll find out very, very soon.